Yes! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Geek Culture Congress. We are live on Facebook. Shouts out to...
What is that?
You know, it's this new... well, it's actually kind of old, actually. I kind of think about it. You know, all these kids are on that Instagram and that Snapchat, right?
Yeah.
Facebook is for the older people, right? Well... thank you so much for joining us here on the live show. Of course, all of our podcasters worldwide listening to this after the live show on the podcast feed on iTunes and Google Play and everything else that we're able to get it on Spotify. You are tuned into Geek Culture Congress. I am your host, as always, Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, along with the very funny and talented Mr. Tarek Lewis. Make sure you put yourself in the center there of that camera, okay? All right, make sure everybody sees the demeanor, and of course we're waiting for the king of late night radio here in Tampa, Florida, Mr. Joey Franchise, to join us here at the live show. So as soon as he shows up, it will be awesome. All right, so man, a lot of stuff happening in nerddom. Talking about Marvel, DC, comic book world, the Netflix shows, everything. It's crazy, right? It's like all this stuff. It's a good time to be a nerd, huh?
It is. It's right at the end of the year too. You know, going to your holiday season.
Yeah. So I wanna get into the Captain Marvel trailer too. This is the second trailer that's been released. That came out. Was it Tuesday or Monday?
Monday, I believe.
I believe it was Monday. Yeah. I'm gonna stick to Monday because you said it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna stick to that. I wanna save it for Joey to show up so we can talk, because I know he's a big Marvel. He's hardcore on Marvel.
Yeah.
And definitely what we did miss, we weren't able to do a show. We just had so much going on with Thanksgiving and the holiday season starting and all that stuff.
Actual lives.
Yeah. So our real lives, our real 9 to 5s here and stuff. The passing of Stan Lee. And it was he lived a great full life,
How old was he? Was he 90?
He was 90, almost 100 and something. I don't know. He was 98, 97 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't be mad about that.
No, you definitely can't be mad about that. I just like to extend my condolences to all his family and his friends that know him personally and stuff like that. I remember going to Comic-Cons as a child whenever he attended them before the $100 autograph time.
Yeah.
You know?
You get at him for free.
You get at him for free or for really cheap, And he was a genuine person. He really was a genuine person. He really cared about what you thought about the projects and the books, and he was really excited to meet everybody. That was especially when he was younger. And when he was older, I know I went to one MegaCon in Orlando. That was one of his last appearances, and he's just signing away.
Yeah.
But back in the day when he would go to the smaller Comic-Cons, especially here in Tampa and stuff like that, he would show up and. It was just.
I mean,
it wasn't pandemonium. I remember the big long lines like it used to be.
Well, the movies make it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. The whole what's the word that I'm looking for? The whole experience, right? No. Yeah.
So I would say he's the name in comic books, right? Like
I would say
Jack Kirby maybe, but like he's the name.
I would say that he is the person who changed the way that comic books were written, because his methodology was completely different from what DC was doing, or the distinguished competition, like he used to call it.
Yeah.
But he always, of course, he enjoyed DC, and he thought it was cool, the Supermans and the Batmans and all that stuff and all those stories. But his thing was that he created the flawed character in the superhero world.
Yeah.
He was like, well, where's the humanity,
Yeah.
that touch of humanity, like those old stories back in the day were like, haha, yeah, I'm the Superman or the big sewer, here to save the day.
You call a villain a fiend.
Exactly, yeah.
Cad.
So he brought that that uniqueness, that human touch to the stories, that Peter, a mild mannered, a high school boy that got bitten by a radioactive spider, and and just finally, not finally, but got thrown into some superpowers, and doesn't know what to do with himself, just that human touch, the a person, a doctor, that has a lot of repressed anger and stuff like that. He gets stuck into a radioactive bomb, and it becomes a raging monster. Whenever he gets mad,
father, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even the allegory of the X-Men is an allegory of the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
A lot of his stories, like he found ways to introduce themes that were relevant to what was happening, and that's what he'll hope. Well, I like to remember him like that. We're definitely a pioneer in storytelling.
I think of comic books. That's the first name I think of.
Yeah, definitely a pioneer in storytelling. And we'll have Joey chime in when he shows up, so you can see everybody on Facebook got the empty camera waiting for him and that empty microphone there. Let us know if you're on. Shout out to June. June, what's up? If you're listening to us on Facebook, let me know how the audio sounds. Of course, we're recording this for posterity, so we can upload it to our podcast feed. But if there's any weirdness happening there in the feed, let me know. I would like to know if we could try and fix it live. Okay. Also, let's see what we can get into. Did you finally finish that season 3 Daredevil?
I did finish season 3 of Daredevil.
So give me some quick Cliff Note reactions.
My favorite season.
Yeah, definitely.
So far.
You think so?
Definitely.
Better than season 2, really?
I like season 2 because of the Punisher, but I liked more characters in this season. Are we spoiler alerting this?
I'd say it's so old now, and all the cancellation announcements and stuff
old.
like that. I mean, if you haven't gone check that out now, you're
so
just probably
old
not
now.
about that life.
It's been 2 weeks.
You probably just don't care about Daredevil, so you're probably not going to mind us spoiling
Yeah.
it. So I say, why not? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
That's your warning, okay?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1.
So well, it's probably my favorite season.
Yeah.
Love the fight scenes this season. He took a lot more punishment.
He did,
but
man.
I understood it.
Oh.
The villains were great.
Yeah.
Both villains were great. The plot was great. The plot twist, I thought it was great.
Really?
I thought it was great. And if they don't do the way it ended, we know they're canceling it.
Well, it's done, or we don't know what the future
the way
holds for it.
It was a nice, tidy ending. I don't know if they knew they were going to be canceled or whatever. But it was
I think they had to end it that way just in case, and wasn't. I don't think there was anything confirmed, or set in stone. So they're like, let's snip it in, let's tighten it up here at the end there, with a little knot. So there's no leaks, there's no cliffhangers.
I was very pleased with it.
I really like Vincent of how you say his D'Onofrio. Yeah. He was off. He's if they don't find a way to introduce him into a Spider-Man movie, I'll be disappointed. I don't know. They got to make some kind of a.
Spider-Man has all these other villains.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Daredevil doesn't have that many.
I don't know.
So they're probably keeping him as.
I would be excited though if they made it happen. But I really enjoyed it. There's this one fight scene that's in jail, and it's just amazing. It's like old school cinematics at its best.
Yeah.
The way that they filmed it. So they don't film stuff like that anymore.
No.
And
not in America.
No, not in America, definitely. And it was refreshing to see that fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. If anything at all, that'll probably be worth it, just to see that fight scene.
Yeah.
So, go check it out. It's really talking about Stan Lee's stories, that flawed character, that humanity character, that human touch, that human elements in this season at 100%, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like the emotions and all the characters. Yeah. So I mean, if you're it's not just about the superhero fighting the villain, definitely. So
and Daredevil got hit really hard with a baseball at some point. I thought that was hilarious. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a comic book movie.
Yeah,
He was confident.
Well, it's a show,
Yeah.
Technically.
Comic book show, yeah. So Daredevil 3, I say it was a success.
So what's the future, man? The future of all these Netflix shows getting canceled. Of course, Disney's coming out with their streaming service.
Yeah.
I mean, the writing's on the wall for a lot of it, but what the rumor is that they're gonna take a PG-13 approach to their Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's what they say. don't know if nothing's been confirmed or denied, but they just assumed since the Disney name is going to be forefront as the streaming platform, they're going to go PG-13, which is why they announced the shows that are like it was the Scarlet Witch and Loki. They're going to have their own series, or their own little prequel seasons, on that platform, as well as they also announced, which is very interesting to me, Falcon and what's his name? Stephen Stan plays the Winter Soldier, and it's gonna be Falcon and Winter Soldier season show.
Show?
Yes, a show. I think it's a prequel. No, it's not a show. It's a show like a la Netflix, but on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah, but what okay.
Which leads me into my next question, and Mr. Joy Franchise Show is joining us live in the building. Joey, just before you start, I had to put the camera the other way because it looks better.
Okay.
But you can't.
I look better?
Because you'll look better that way.
Better?
Yeah, you look. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're good right there. All right. So don't move.
Gravy.
And then I figure you don't want to look at yourself anyway, so
Nah, I don't.
It's very nerve-wracking.
I tried to get you a nicer camera, but
We gotta use my iPhone.
the old phones that I use for this
Got a Nokia 2670 over there.
I'm using these recycled phones for this live broadcast.
Like the old school BlueBerry with the
yeah, man. So definitely. So jump in the conversation. We're talking about the Netflix cancellations.
Yeah.
Did you catch Daredevil season 3 yet?
In the process, like literally
in the middle. Oh, so I'm glad because we just spoiled the crap out of it.
Good. I'm glad I wasn't here for that.
We didn't really.
Nah, it was light. Spoiler light.
Yeah.
It was spoiler light, definitely. So we were talking also about Stan Lee, and we're talking about a lot of his legacy is that human touch to these superhero stories that he created. When before, and DC was like I'm Superman, I'm here to save the day.
Yeah.
Where, he introduced that human touch, and then DC had to compete.
There was a lot of drama. Like even like one of my favorite comics reading was X-Men.
Yeah.
And just the drama surrounding about like these guys like with special gifts being looked at in society as like, freaks and not being accepted.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, you remember even seeing it in the movies, and the way they portrayed it in the movie was was spot on as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, these are like real life issues, like kind of even we deal with today, like, with race and sexuality and things of that nature. So, I mean, spot on with Stan Lee, like just creating that human factor of, and embedding it into these comics.
Yeah, it was really a great time to read comic book, or to be. I wish I was alive at that time when they were making those books.
Right.
But hey, it was a good time. What we're talking about is that touch, that human touch, that's really prevalent in this Daredevil story. There's a lot of drama, a lot of emotions, and a touch of depression, and just things that humans go through. In a superhero story.
I think that's what makes the any Marvel project as of lately, between the Netflix series and the MCU, super successful. Just because of that human touch.
Yeah.
The marketing dollars probably aren't hurting either.
Yeah, that too. Toys are selling too.
Yeah, the Marvel Legends. They gotta ride the Marvel Legends out. They gotta empty out that stock. So anyway, talking about now getting to the cancellation part. The notice of the cancellation. We already know paintings on the wall that of course, it's going to go to some kind of streaming service owned by Disney, whether it's Hulu, whether it's their own streaming service, or anything.
Is Disney on Hulu too?
Disney owns currently 30%, and if the what I read in the news, they own 30%, and if they do the merger with Fox goes through, fine. They will own 70% of Hulu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Which is wow. So
Mickey Mouse here is on everything.
This is Disney time. That's it.
I'm not excited about that. Like everybody is.
We're gonna get into that. But first, so Disney's talking about they're gonna have the Loki show, the Loki dedicated to Loki, the one dedicated to Scarlet Witch. They're talking about now Falcon and Winter Soldier show.
That.
Is it Scarlet Witch or Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch by herself
Vision,
and
too.
Loki by herself.
From what I heard, it's with Vision as well.
Yes, yeah, Scarlet Witch and Vision possibly,
okay.
I guess obviously these are prequels, all before the snap. So,
Okay, that's that's
know.
my next thing. It's just like how they're gonna do
They're
this.
gonna is pre-snap and post-snap.
Yeah.
Marvel universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we're gonna pre-snap. I guess these are pre-snap shows. So unless they're gonna expand on something that happens in Avengers 4, which we don't know.
They're gonna use different actors, I'm guessing.
I don't think so.
No, they're keeping the same.
I think they're keeping the same actors.
keeping
Yeah,
everybody the same.
yeah, man.
Tom Hiddleston is confirmed for the Loki show,
Okay.
and from what I know, Elizabeth Olsen is confirmed for the Scarlet Witch situation as well.
Okay.
So the question is now the canceled Netflix shows, is Luke Cage and Iron Fist gone? We're done with them. Daredevil's probably hanging by a thread. What do you say?
I think if anybody's gonna get a movie out of this, is probably Daredevil with the Fox merger.
You think so?
I think eventually it'll be a Daredevil.
I don't know. I think they went that route, and I don't think that character probably stands alone by
Ben
himself.
Affleck playing,
Yeah,
you know.
I don't know.
Even though he was the bomb in Batman, he played a really good Batman.
Yeah. I think more likely they would do a Defenders movie.
I like that.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Punisher. Well, this is probably the last Punisher.
There needs to be a fire Punisher movie being made. Like the Thomas Jane one wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Oh, the Netflix show's good.
But yeah, no, the Netflix show is good. But I would just love to see it on the big screen.
Yeah. But they may be just done with these smaller characters. I don't know. I
Street
think
level
those
guys.
shows are going
then
to
see how this transitions to my next topic. They just announced that they're working on a Shang-Chi, which is a Master of Kung Fu movie for Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm not sure which director they had. I didn't write down the director's name that I have attached to it right now, but obviously it's in the works.
Yeah.
So do we get some Iron Fist in that too? Do we get
We could possibly, and it would be a nice little segue too, is through Doctor Strange.
Do they use the same actor? Do they keep the actor? What happens? I don't even know how that works.
Changes.
You think everything changes?
Yeah, of course. Especially because I think what Disney's gonna want to do next is now that they have full control and now this Fox deal is gonna go through. They want to.
Yeah,
they
own the house now.
Yeah,
except for I think they can't do they still can't do a standalone Hulk movie right now.
My thing is, will Agents of Shield be?
Who knows?
Moved over to the service.
That's gonna be post snap. That's gotta be post snap.
The snapshare.
That's gotta be post snap.
Because
we don't even know.
But no, I really think that the Disney would want to keep everything.
Think so?
Integrated, and they want to kind of keep that flow of everything being connected.
Yeah.
Now that they have a streaming service where it's just okay, now you get extra content that still ties in with the come on, look at how how long we've been waiting for this Avengers 4 trailer.
Yeah.
Ever since the ending of Infinity War. You know what I mean? You're going to want to hang on. If they right now they said, "Hey, our streaming service or this clip of or what have you is, watch this to get an idea of where we're going next with the movies." You got me all in. Anything that's connected and can give me more continuity to what's going on already in the storylines through these past films that they're now gonna integrate in the streaming service. I'm all in, and I think they're gonna want to keep it that way.
I think what do you think happens to the more mature characters? Of course, Punisher's gonna get canceled after the season comes out, and the Daredevil themes and all that stuff. You think that's gone?
I don't think it's gone. I think there's a place for it, and Disney already likes the idea of having Deadpool around and keeping it exactly what it is. You already see they're doing a Daredevil PG-13 version. That's because they're trying to see
a Daredevil.
Yeah, Deadpool. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new Deadpool movie. It comes out December 12th. It's called Once Upon a Deadpool. I guess it's a Christmas.
The PG-13 version with Fred Savage in the Wonder Years.
Yeah,
Animated.
It's a Fox movie.
Is it animated or
no? It's live action. It's exactly It's Deadpool 2, just toned down.
Okay.
And they added new scenes to it, so they made it more toned. They toned it down when they added Fred Savage to the movie and a couple.
Okay. I got you.
Huh. Interested. We're gonna get into that, but
I'm not a big proponent of this. I'm one of these people that does not.
Are you gonna catch that on the FX channel when it comes out?
I want Disney to have a Fox property. I'm one of those people. I don't want it. And
don't resist it, Tarek. Okay, don't resist.
Forgive me, fellow geeks, but I have a sense that once Infinity War comes out, that there's going to be because that's what it's been building towards the whole time, and I'm almost what are you gonna do now? are you gonna try? They're gonna build towards something else. You know, like this is gonna be over. Are they gonna build towards something else after that, or is it just we're gonna get these individual movies that are gonna be kind of tied in? Like,
Oh, we're getting Secret Wars.
like you think so?
You think so?
Oh, that Secret Wars is gonna
You
happen.
think that's happening? I don't know, man. I think that's. I don't even know where they would start with that. I think they'll lose like half the people, half of the fly-by-nights, the ones that are not true fans.
Well, you know they're doing from what I know, from what I've been hearing, Avengers 4 post-credit scene will feature the Eternals.
Huh.
So it's gonna segue to Eternals, and they're gonna go back
They're actually
and tell that story.
as we segue to the next topic, they did announce an Eternals movie that they're working on. And that's another kind of like the question that I pose for you to everybody there for the Eternals is, do even people know what that is?
But that's the thing. Like I never
That's
really
a hard because
like,
I even I had to kind of like look
dude,
it up.
I'm on
and
the
I'm
same
in the
thing.
space
Like,
stuff.
dude,
I'm
I
in the
have-
Marvel space stuff.
I have the encyclopedia at the house. I had like Eternals. Whoa, what did I miss? Like, you know what I mean? Like I think
that's
I've
a
known-
hard sell, man. That's like a harder sell than probably anything they've ever done. I
gotta
don't
be
even know
honest,
how.
I thought it was Gambit and the Externals. I heard about it. I was like, you get to see Morph.
Wow, Morph.
Wow. I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you say, Tarek? Tarek, you as an actor, and somebody calls you and they want you to be part of the Eternals. And yeah, it's Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, it's Money in the Bank.
Dude,
What do you say?
I did a movie this weekend
Uh-huh.
where I was getting urine from a dog. You're asking the wrong person.
Like the dog handed you
But
urine.
if you like,
was
no, I'm
peeing
saying
in a
like
cup.
if you're a little bit more, you got like a bunch of offers and you're
No,
in
man,
Hollywood and you're popping.
No, I'm in it for the money.
So like if it's a bomb from day one, you don't even care.
I don't care.
No,
my
just
integrity goes out of the
cut the
window.
check, right?
Check, man. Appreciate it. Are you kidding me?
Pay me, man.
I don't know, man. We will reserve judgment on the Eternals, okay? Until we see.
I think it'd be all right.
At least
It's
a
good-
trailer, right?
It's good because I think it's interesting that they're getting into some real deep cut stuff and bringing it to the big screen.
Well,
I thought about like when they thought about doing the Inhumans. I didn't know how I felt about that.
yeah, that did not go well.
Yeah, because you already saw what happened. They made it a
Yeah,
TV show.
No, that went very bad.
That didn't go well.
Yeah.
Well,
that went very
the
bad.
Eternals, from what I understand, are like the beginnings of the mutants on Earth, right?
Yeah.
Like they're the ones that the mutants on Earth descend from the Eternals.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, that's where X-Men come from. Like all the X-Men, you know. But it's dope that they're telling that story because if you just throw the X-Men, you know, when this deal is done, like into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like you're gonna be like, where these guys been the whole time? Like they could have avoided half the stuff that's been going on.
That's true.
Interesting. I think if they do it properly when they finally introduce the X-Men mutants theme, I think they can make it happen. I think they could definitely make it happen. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it's going to be difficult to. There's a big chance with all this new stuff, even the Shang-Chi and the Eternals, and there's a big stuff to lose these, you know, the mass audience, should I say?
Yeah, even like
It's definitely
like,
a big
for
opportunity. to
me,
lose
like
it.
I get lost off of Namor. Like I would get lost,
Yeah. Or,
especially with the way the continuity's been with the movies.
When they get into Fantastic Four and Namor's happening, definitely. So
It's gonna really.
it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot
we
for
have
people to
really hope
follow,
that
man.
Aquaman's terrible.
It's-
Well,
Right.
Namor.
People are literally gonna have to have like an encyclopedia about Marvel in their
Legit.
Why
homes.
does this guy have wings on his ACL? This dude really has wings on his feet. They can't do that. They
Nah,
gotta take that
they
out.
gotta do. Nah,
They
they
gotta
gotta
get
cut
rid of
that
his
out.
wings. He can't have wings on his
He
feet.
got to at least have like a tattoo or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta tattoo that
Yeah.
thing.
Wings.
I
Ain't
don't
gonna
know,
work.
man.
That's
I
fine.
don't know. So
Socks deeper if you have wings on it. Just got a little slide, yeah.
give us your you missed it because we got into it right in the beginning. Give me your opinion, your reactions of the latest Captain Marvel trailer, please.
Got a better idea of the story now.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in knowing who Annette Bening's character is because she, from what I've been hearing, is she's supposed to be some type of sinister lady, you know, kind of manipulating Captain Marvel into, you know, fighting in the war. So I wonder if she comes in to play a bigger role, you know, but, you know, because I didn't even know she was in the movie. But overall, like, I'm glad they got to explain the whole punching the old lady in the face because even my mother was like, why is she punching an old lady in the face?
Right.
So it's it's good.
A lot of people who knew as Skrulls. Okay,
If you know,
it's gotta
you
be
know.
a
It was one of
Skrull,
those
she's
if you know,
punching
you
in the
know
face.
situations.
You know.
But I'm glad they broke down a lot
But
of
definitely,
things.
see that's disconnect
dumbed it
of the
down.
people who know and don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's the thing that scares
something
me.
simple.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares me with all these new characters that pop up. It's just like, how would you know that, that was a Skrull she was punching in the face? If you
I don't know.
weren't like
Does
really
Disney even care? I think they're just gonna let loose and just cut.
I mean, it's already a cash cow.
Yeah, and make money, right?
So allow me to be the salty negative one again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not excited about that trailer. Did not excite me.
The Captain Marvel? No.
I like the way.
You don't.
I forgot that. What is it? The second stage she goes in.
Yeah.
It's like binary.
Binary. Yeah. I like the way that looked, but I don't like the way the Skrulls look. So far, just on the trailers, I don't see a lot of excitement for her as a character. I'm like, well, there's no personality yet that I've seen in the trailers to make me say, I wonder what she's gonna be like.
Right, and that's the problem I'd had with it. Like, I mean, the effects look great. Yeah. I mean, even the I think what's really stood out and got me, pretty excited was the ending of the trailer where she's like blasting everything in space.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're right. Like, as far as I don't know what her personality, like, there's really no personality to her character. Like, I'm still trying, like, I get the story a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out which route they're going to be. I'm wondering who Jude Law's playing. Like, I mean, there's a few theories out there who his character is, but, like, I mean, I'm with you. I'm not as excited for the movie, but I think what I'm more excited about is knowing how it all ties into Avengers 4. That's the only reason why I'm really hyped for this movie to even drop.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to anything. I'm going to go see anything.
They're going to take my money.
Here's the problem with Captain
Marvel
Marvel.
can shut up and take my money at this point.
Yeah, we're going to see it regardless. But here's the problem with Captain Marvel as a character. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody in the fandom of comic books, of Marvel comic books, to say, oh, I got Captain Marvel #1. She's not a tentpole person that I'm buying those books. Now, Wonder Woman, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But Captain Marvel, no. She is an ensemble character. She's in an Avengers book. She's part of a Defenders book. Yeah. She's teamed up with somebody 89% of the time.
She's so on the side.
Yeah.
That they decided to let Rogue take her powers.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think it's Marvel's way, and I felt like Marvel felt like they had to do this and capitalize on having a strong female character to present on the big screen, because it's like, we saw what Wonder Woman did for DC, but like, Wonder Woman's everybody that's an iconic character. Like, the thing about DC, whether their movies suck or not, like their characters are just iconic.
Yeah, no one
like they got the big three, the original big three.
Yeah, no one has a Captain Marvel lunchbox.
Right, there's no such thing.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though.
There's no such thing until recently.
It's just there's no denying that. I don't deny it, and I like the character. I don't dislike her.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people who are excited because of how powerful she's supposed to be, but like what we're getting into with Marvel is the characters. It's like, I like Tony Stark. I like Doctor Strange. It's dope that he has these abilities. But I really like the actor and the personality. That's what I like about Spider-Man, the Spider-Man films, the ones that I did like.
Right.
I like Hawkeye's personality, his contrast. And it just seems very flat. So, she's a good actress, though. So maybe she could pull it out.
Yeah.
We'll see. She is a good actress. She's a great actress.
Black Panther is nominated for Golden Globe.
That's very nice.
Best picture, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope it wins.
Yeah.
Really hope it wins.
Comic book movie got nominated. That's very rare.
Yeah,
that's
huge. Very rare.
So yeah, I'm not as excited about Captain Marvel, but I'm like you. I'm excited to see how it ties in.
We'll see. We'll see soon.
I'm actually excited to see how Nick Fury loses his eye.
I do want to see that. Yeah.
I wonder if it's from the cat.
I think it's from the cat, and a lot of people are talking about it in the internet there, but it's the cat. That takes
Carol Danvers' cat,
because the cat is like an alien, I think.
Yeah, it's like her alien guardian or something.
Into like a cat form, or something like that. I don't know.
Might not want to put that in the film.
That's too late.
Scare the hell.
I think that's too late.
It's not as bad as Wings on the Ankles, but it's pretty.
Yeah, that's next level.
Oh
man.
Smurfish. All right. So what else am I want to get into here before we run out of time?
Have we talked about the other Dark? I know we haven't met in a while, but the Dark Phoenix trailer.
Which one?
The Dark Phoenix trailer. Have we talked about that?
The one that came out like about a few months ago?
I was interested by it.
2 months ago? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like a month? It was like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I think we did talk about a bit of it, but we could talk about it again.
No,
I mean, I was interested in.
I personally.
I know you're
liked
carrying that
it.
X-Men Fox
It's flying under the
banner
radar, but I'm
to
pretty
the
excited.
end,
I'm pretty
Tarek, to
excited
the
I'm
about
trying
end.
to figure out how they're going to space. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that the jet can go to space.
It can't.
That's what happens. They're gonna go into space and end up in another universe. I'm like, whoa, that's it. They're in the
Anything can
Marvel
happen if you
Cinematic
believe so.
Universe. It's
Anything
magic.
can happen. That's true.
No, I don't know if we talked, but I'm excited about that one. And
I think it's gonna be an okay movie.
Aquaman looks
I don't think it's gonna be
amazing,
great.
and I'm glad to see that it's getting like early, like good reviews early.
Aquaman comes out December 21st.
Yeah.
And
then
we're not getting no movie previews for none of these movies.
For which one?
We need to get some movie previews, man.
We're getting,
Sony, holler, Fox. Before you go, talk to us, okay?
We're
We
getting-
will review your movie.
I'm excited because we're getting Infinity War from what I know, from what I've been reading.
Yeah, we're
through
getting
the
some
Twitter
previews?
sphere. We're getting Infinity War tomorrow, Friday. What's today? The 8th.
Yeah, we're talking
Yeah.
about movie premiere.
no, today's the
we
6th.
can see it, so we can see the movie before anybody else, and we can talk about it.
Oh, the movie premieres. My bad. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about trailers. I'm
No,
like, oh, okay.
no.
I might still get
Well,
it.
yo, I know there's a Spider-Man premiere this weekend.
Well, yeah, it's probably too late for that. But speaking about Spider-Man, that movie has
looks good.
rave reviews.
Dude, 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, not that,
Yeah.
I rely on Rotten Tomatoes for everything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's still a good look.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I enjoyed the scene that I saw at the end of Venom. So
Yeah, I did too.
it was just I'm sold. So I'm ready to see it.
And,
Shouts out to Andrea Molinari. He's the mind behind Caliber Comics. He's checking us out right now. Thanks
Word.
for checking in, Andrea. You can check out his interview. He's the creator of The Shepherd. He's an awesome comic book that I interviewed. I actually caught him in a Comic-Con and we talked about his project there. That's an awesome book. Check it out. Getting back to what we're talking about today, talking about comic books in the comic book world of Marvel. They have, they had Old Man Logan, which is the inspiration for the Logan movie.
Yeah.
They are also now making an Old Man Quill comic book.
Wow.
So it's older Star-Lord.
Yeah.
So that lets us speculate, ladies and gentlemen, what kind of movie could they make in the future of old man Star-Lord there?
It's gonna be just Han Solo movie part 2.
You think so?
It's gonna be The Force Awakens with Star-Lord.
Yeah,
He dies at the end.
What happens to Han Solo in between? Return of the Jedi. That's all it's gonna be.
What'd you say, Joey?
I like Chris Pratt as an
We
actor.
don't know what the comic book story is about, so we don't know yet.
You talking about film adaptation,
I'm talking about the comic.
or we're talking about the
Yeah.
actual comic book? My fault.
Yeah. There's a comic book. Which if they were,
If they were
they're gonna
adapted to the
adapt it
movies,
to some
I'd be
kind of
like,
movie.
yo,
Yeah.
Chris Pratt. That'd be
Chris
right
Pratt
up
as an
Chris
old
Pratt's
man.
alley.
Yeah.
I feel they might do it kind of like a western.
I don't know.
I could see it like playing off as a western.
Interesting.
Series, comic book. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Like a space cowboy.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Cowboy Bebop, Japanese animation, it's a very famous animation. I recommend it. It's going to be on Netflix soon. They're making a live action version of this
Yeah, I heard.
for Netflix, which is wow. I'm completely sold. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop?
Nah,
You need to check. You need to go see Cowboy Bebop.
All right, let's
Find it.
See, Japan animation people.
Yeah.
This is where. It's gonna be like a lot of staring at each other.
No. This is a science fiction western at its best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
the guys are like bounty hunters and they go through all kinds of stuff and it's
Yeah.
fun. It's a fun movie. It's
All
a fun series. Sorry, it's not a movie. They do have a couple movies, but
Because I tried to watch Naruto. Now
I can't get into that.
well, yeah, no, you like Dragon Ball, right? Dragon Ball Broly's coming out. Dragon Ball Broly's
did
coming
see
out
that.
December 14th. All the Dragon Ball heads are all excited about that.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah, but so it's just kind of like it's like going to see a boxing match. These Dragon Ball Z movies,
Yeah, but
right?
like if the boxing match is after they punch gloves, they talk to each other for a while.
Well, it's a movie. So they got to have some kind of plot, right?
Talking until they tell each other what they're gonna do.
So much dialogue.
And then somebody picks a planet and throws it at them. Right?
Wait till you see my third form.
Come on, man. People like Dragon Ball. I'll probably check it out just because I like it. What about you, Joey? Dragon Ball?
Man,
Dragon Ball person?
I've never been a big Dragon Ball guy.
We just lost half our audience right now. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
I respect it. I do respect it.
I respect it in its fans.
Did anybody check out Fantastic Beasts? The Crimes of
I
Grindel?
think she didn't get to.
I did see
Grindelwald?
Crimes of Grindelwald.
Are you into that
I got
the
one foot in.
wizarding world?
I got 1 foot in.
You got 1 foot in?
If a real fan
Because-
comes
I got
up
a
to me
pinky toe.
and
You got a
quiz me-
pinky toe? All
Because
right. So
I went to see Fantastic Beasts. Like all the Harry Potter movies are great. Don't get me wrong.
they're good.
But then when the first Fantastic Beasts came out,
You know, this goes back to what we're talking about Marvel. It's talking about when you start spreading out and starting to, make it more complicated, making the story bigger, and you start losing people.
And I might say I'm excited to see them venture off and kind of thing, but in all reality, it's just like I think because it's at my disposal, I won't take my time out to go actually watch it because it's like I know it's like the Netflix series. It takes me forever to sit down with the Marvel Netflix series.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh, okay, it's there. I'll just catch it next time.
I still haven't watched.
You know what I mean? But like, there's so much going on.
Go watch it, Joey.
Yeah, no, I
you don't
have
do
to.
nothing. You got a girlfriend now. You probably don't go out
I
anymore.
got a girlfriend. I play 2K. I just got the new PlayStation Classic.
Yeah, you see, we need to
So
get
I'm
some.
out here playing
we
intelligent
need to get
food.
some game sessions up on the.
I still have
Geek
not.
Culture
No, I
Congress.
need to bring the PlayStation Classic. We need to run it on Tekken, on some Tekken.
Let's
or,
go.
What else I got?
Let's go.
There's
We
20
have
games.
a-
I'm not going front. Like, I know it's staring off. It's way off topic when we're talking about, but because I'm excited about. I was excited about this PlayStation Classic when it was coming out.
And now you're not?
Pre-ordered it and everything.
You got it.
I got it.
And it's
Like, I think the only games that really excite me are Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, but I have that already. I have. You could download that and play it on PlayStation
Final
4. The
Fantasy's
original one,
on
I think.
there.
Okay.
I think you could download that too on PlayStation 4 too.
What?
The Final Fantasy 7.
Probably, yeah. Probably. I mean, I just.
Y'all just hyped about it.
I don't know.
Nah,
I
just
might be
hyped
wrong.
about
I
it.
might be wrong.
But yeah, I think Metal Gear Solid, Tekken was dope. Yeah, Intelligent Cube.
I don't even know what that is.
It was a really geeky thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was deep
He's
in
deep in
PlayStation.
it.
It was like a new
You're a
age version
dedicated
of Tetris.
original Sony fan.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
But
Well.
yeah, I wasn't that excited. I thought they could have did. Well,
I mean-
Cool Borders 2 is on there, and I
Cool
like
Borders
that.
is fun. That's a
I
fun game to
respect
turn
that.
on and just do whatever, get crazy. Yeah.
I want the Dreamcast back.
That's what I need.
I got a
I heard
Dreamcast in my
Sega's
house,
actually. I heard. Well, the rumor is that I heard Sega's trying to release a Dreamcast classic.
That'll be dope.
And it's
That'll be
cool. It's all like.
But
Little, it's like
I
the
got
size
an
of my
OG
palm.
Dreamcast though. I run it.
I don't even know how do you connect that to a television now?
Yeah, it's just normal.
right?
There's
Your
no
mind on
AC,
there, bro.
Yeah, there's no RCA
composite
cables
things. That's
whatsoever.
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're a DJ. You probably got all types of boards.
I
You
know,
could
yeah,
burn.
there's
You
all
could burn the
everything.
games too.
Yeah.
Burn the games to the regular CD. You could
you
play
could.
anything.
You
Yeah,
could.
you play anything you want. If you're intelligent enough to learn how.
You guys watched the Young Justice trailer?
No.
No.
You didn't see that one?
No.
I got a second one. It's out.
Yeah, is it good?
It's good. It's good.
But that's the new series that's out on Disney Universe, DC Universe. Sorry, right?
Yeah.
The new season.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Talking about DC Universe, that Titans show that we destroyed here on the Geek Culture Congress apparently has been moving, and people are actually kind of liking it now because they have the Doom Patrol was introduced. They introduced Hawk and Dove in it.
Yeah.
And it's been getting a lot of buzz because of that.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. People who are DC fans are like the first people who got into grunge. You know what I mean? They were just like, no, you guys are too mainstream. It's like, yo, what you're watching.
But people are about it now. Like
No,
I see a lot of
It's-
positive feedback from
it's
these
counterculture.
later shows that I don't know.
Yeah. I'll never know. Somebody's gonna have to.
But if you're gonna watch Young Justice, you're gonna have the DC Universe. So there you
Yeah,
go,
and I'm
check
gonna
it out
watch
too.
Young Justice and the old Batman animated series,
And that's it.
Probably it.
Come on, man.
That's it.
Give Titans a chance.
Titans can't get a chance. I was done after Teen
What about
Titans
Joe?
go.
You,
I was
you got
out.
that disposable income for some DC Universe?
I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah, he's
think.
like,
I think I need to see more because I think I'm just playing. Like literally, I'm with Tarek. I'm just literally watching old Batman animated series episodes.
I wanted to get back to the Grindelwald thing. Did you understand that ending of it?
Yes.
The importance of the ending of the movie?
Yes.
Because you knew it or because you read it before in a book?
No. I mean,
Because apparently I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I brought my goddaughter to see it because she's a crazy Harry Potter fanatic, and she was like, like some big revelation it was. To apparently, I guess you have to like read and know a little bit.
I read an article after.
You see, you cheated. You did the Cliff Notes.
I read an article after I watched the movie, and someone was like, "Why is it significant?"
Mm-hmm.
And the dude in the article was like, "I don't know why it's so significant. Why people are so excited.
Yeah.
It was never alluded to
No.
before. So
No.
You guys can spoil it for me.
You're not gonna go see it anyway, so stop.
Well, just then drop it.
It's
So-
go ahead, Tarek. You do it.
Damn,
I feel like I'm
forgot his
talking
name.
too much.
Dumbledore has a brother. That's his
Ah.
brother. Who's
Yeah,
like,
and he's like super powerful. Like he could like magic wand a mountain away, which
Yeah.
what he does like at the end of the movie. Yeah.
yeah, and this is the guy who's like the villain or the in the first Fantastic Beasts, and it turns out it's Dumbledore's brother.
Wow.
And
And this is this Ezra Miller's character?
yes, yeah. And I guess the snake turns out to be this girl, the snake that